Hello everybody and welcome to the Creatrix YouTube channel. I welcome you all in a fresh session of analog electronics. And my dear friends, when I say we are going to learn analog electronics from the very basic, I mean it. We will be learning from the very basic level to the very advanced level along with a lots and lots of questions. So before we do that, let me first introduce myself for my friend who is meeting me for the first time. My dear friends, my name is Ankit Goyal. I got AIR1 twice in GATE in 2014 and 2018. I was awarded the President of India Gold Medal in the year 2013 when I graduated from IIT Indore. Till date, I have trained more than 1 lakh students in the online and the offline classes and presently working as a director at an academy for GATE department. But my dear friends, the reason behind this series is because of the huge demand of analog electronics and the belief that whenever you ask for anything, we are there to deliver. Yes, my dear friends, we are here for you. We are here delivering for you. And when we say it, we'll support you to the very fullest level. And this series will help you crack GATE with the top rank. It will enable EC student to get 12 out of 12 and 5 out of 5 for electrical students. So my dear friends, if you want to learn with us live, then you can join an academy using the code AnkitESE to get an immediate 10% discount. And not only, my dear friend, 10% discount, it also brings you under my guidance so that I can help you do something that I have done. I can at least take you near to this goal. Okay. So if you also dream the same thing, then join me in this journey on an academy subscription using the code AnkitESE. Now, my dear friend, if you like the content that I deliver, you can watch more of my free videos on this URL, tinyurl.com/AnkitESE. Here you will find all my videos arranged subject-wise, chapter-wise, and you will find great content for free. And you are definitely going to love it. You are definitely going to enjoy. It not only includes conceptual videos, but it also includes problem-solving sessions. So just visit this once and you will fall in love with this URL. Don't forget it. It is a lifeline for you. And if you love the content that we are delivering on YouTube, we have created the first ever video book for you guys, where you will find all the videos along with all the notes that we provide arranged subject wise, chapter wise. So now, my dear friends, your dreams are no longer dreams. They are becoming a reality because you are getting a top quality course, well arranged, well structured, and that too for free. So what can be better than that? What can be better than that? Nothing, my dear friends. So we have empowered the dreams of those who earlier used to think that only the person with a huge amount of money can crack GATE with a top rank. No, my dear friends, that is not the case. Even you can do. Even you can do it. But yes, just you need to believe in yourself and visit this link. But remember, this is a case sensitive link, so write this in uppercase. Other than that, if you join plus subscription, you get all the top educators like me teaching you live in daily lectures, along with providing you daily practice paper, weekly quiz, test series, previous year question, practice question, crash course, rank improvement batch, and most importantly, clearing your each and every doubt. So if you join plus subscription, it is an entire world inside it. So you don't have to look outside. Once you enter plus, every need of yours will be taken care of, and we will make your journey as smooth as possible towards that destination of getting under 100, under 10 rank. Believe me, my friend, you leave that strategy part to us. You leave the content part to us. You just work hard and we will make sure that you obtain the top rank in GATE and ESE. And Iconic is a big brother of Plus. Yes, this is a little brother. So Iconic gives you everything that a Plus subscription gives, along with much more. The major part of Iconic is this personal coach, a person dedicated to you on a daily basis to get you the top rank, guiding you, getting your schedule design, making your strategy. Everything that you need to get the top rank is being done by this personal coach. He'll also create a study planner for you, which you can follow blindly and reach your destination with utmost ease. They will be analyzing your test result and tell you where you are lacking, how you can improve. So that way, my dear friend, everybody else will get a standard analysis, but you will get an analysis just tailor-made for you. Along with it, we have included study material additionally, theory and question bank, and soon we'll be introducing interview guidance into this. So this will become a complete package for a student who wants to take that journey from being an average student to sitting into a PSU or a MTech seat. So for them, this journey will be just like driving a Lamborghini to work. So that sort of a experience, that sort of a royal experience we are going to give you. So let's move on to the lecture, and if you want to join Unacademy, just make sure you use the code AnkitESE to get my guidance as well as to get 10% over and above whatever Unacademy offers you. So now let's move on to the lecture, dear friends, and let's see what we have in store for you.
Hi guys, in the previous video we started with the concept of BJT biasing. So I told you biasing is a process in which we use DC supply in order to set the operating point or the operating region of the device. We can set the operating region like active region, cutoff region or saturation region. Then I told you about the Q point. That Q point is found out using the output characteristics and load line of the circuit. And how do we find the load line? Load line is determined by writing the KVL equation in the output circuit. And then we saw about the Q point stability. So I told you as temperature increases, there are three terms that change. ICBO increases, VBE decreases, and beta increases. In all these three cases, IC increases and VCE reduces. So I told you that Q point moves towards saturation. And I also told you the temperature coefficient of VBE with respect to time is minus 2.5 millivolt per degree centigrade. Then I told you that change in collector current is sensitivity into delta I CBO plus S dash delta VBE plus S double dash delta beta. And then we saw this sensitivity can be written as 1 plus beta by 1 minus beta del IB by del IC. Okay. And for a simple circuit where IB was constant, I told del IB by del IC was 0. And hence we saw that sensitivity comes out to be 1 plus beta. Okay. This we saw. And then I told you about the region of operation of the device, that we can find out the region of operation by first assuming the active region and finding out VCE. Once we know VCE, if it is greater than 0.2 then it is active. If it comes out to be less than 0.2 then it will be saturation region. Okay, that we saw in the last lecture. In this video I will tell you about the different biasing method and we will derive the stability factor for each method. So first configuration is fixed bias configuration. Now don't worry about any of the circuit used for biasing. You should never worry. Okay. You should only take care that you are using the basics of network analysis very carefully. You are correctly applying the KVL and the KCL. Okay. Nothing more than that we need. Okay. We don't need any nodal analysis, mesh analysis, nothing like that. Just KVL and KCL. Okay. So no need to memorize all the circuits that I'll be telling you. Just see how I am analyzing the circuit and what should be the steps. So the first step in fixed bias. First of all, why it is called as fixed bias? Because if you see, the base voltage is fixed at VCC. So we have fixed the base voltage. It is called as fixed bias. So first thing what we do is we mark the currents. Like the current in the base terminal is IB. The current in the collector terminal is IC. Here the current will be IE equal to IB plus IC. Okay. Now we have to apply KVL in the base emitter loop first of all. Okay. So I'll start from VCE and I'll go like this. Okay. Like this I will go. So see, VCC minus IBRB minus VBE equal to 0. So from here what I can do is IB is VCC minus VBE by RB. So this comes out to be constant. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll next apply KVL in the output loop. When we apply KVL in the output loop, we'll write VCC minus ICRC, and this voltage in NPN transistor will be VCE. What changes you have to do in PNP? Just change the polarity of each voltage, like in PNP, instead of VBE we use VEB, instead of VCE we use VEC. Minus VCE equal to 0. Now as I told you, when analyzing this circuit, we assume active region. So you can write down IC equal to beta IB. In that case, you will find out VCE, which is VCC minus beta IB RC. If it comes out to be greater than 0.2, then it is active region. And if VC comes out to be less than 0.2, then it is saturation. In saturation, what you have to do? You have to recalculate IC, but using this equation. So how you will write IC? VCC minus VCE by RC. In this you will keep VCE equal to 0.2 volt. Okay. So from here we will recalculate the value of IC. That is how you need to solve the question based on transistor region of operation. Okay. By applying the KVL in the input loop and the output loop. Now when we talk about sensitivity of this circuit, just now I have told you that IB comes out to be a constant value. If IB is constant, what you can say about del IB by del IC? You can say that this derivative would be 0. If this derivative is 0, what I can say? Sensitivity would be 1 plus beta by 1 minus beta del IB by del IC. So that will be 1 plus beta. It is very high. So sensitivity always must be low. Why sensitivity must be low? We wrote the equation delta IC is sensitivity multiplied by delta ICBO. We want IC to be constant or independent of temperature. Okay. So for that, sensitivity ideally must be 0. Practically, it must be small. So what I can say is, from stability point of view, this bias configuration is not good because the stability factor is very high. So whenever there is a temperature change, ICBO will change and collector current will also change. If collector current changes, the Q point changes. Is it fine? So this configuration is not desirable. Now what we do is, we change the configuration a little bit. How do we change it? We basically connect a resistance in the emitter terminal and ground. That means I am not directly connecting the emitter terminal to ground, but I am connecting the emitter terminal with the emitter resistance, and then I am connecting to the ground. Rest of the circuit I will keep same. I will connect the resistance here, RB. This voltage will be VBE. This current here would be IB and IC. So if we go by the same method, then what I will do is, I will apply KVL like this. Okay. The current here would be by KCL IC plus IB, which you can also write as IE. So if I apply KVL in the input loop, what I'll write? VCC minus IBRB minus VBE minus IB plus IC RE. I am not writing it as IE. You can write it as IE. But why I am using IB and IC? Because I need the derivative of IB with respect to IC. Now here, if you want to solve this circuit, you can apply the active region IC equal to beta IB, and then you can find out IB. But my motive here is not solving this circuit, but finding the stability factor. So to find the stability factor, what I do is, I rewrite this equation like VCC minus IB, RB plus RE, minus VBE minus IC RE. Now I differentiate this equation with respect to IC. 0 minus del IB by del IC, RB plus RE, derivative of VB is 0. So what I can say is del IB by del IC is minus RE by RB plus RE. Now I can write down the sensitivity as 1 plus beta by 1 minus beta into del IB by del IC, which is minus RE by RB plus RE. So 1 plus beta, if I am taking LCM, RB plus RE, then 1 plus beta RE plus RB. Now if I want to approximate and I say that 1 plus beta RE is much greater than RB, then in the denominator I can replace it by 1 plus beta RE. So it will become 1 plus beta will get cancelled from numerator and denominator, RB plus RE divided by RE. Okay, it is much less than the earlier value of 1 plus beta. So in order to stabilize the circuit or in order to improve the stability, what you can do is you can connect a resistance in the ammeter circuit between ammeter terminal and ground, and that will improve the circuit stability. And by improving the circuit stability, what we mean? We mean that the circuit or the Q point will not get affected by temperature. Now what is the drawback of this circuit? So the circuit that I draw earlier was like this: VCC, the circuit was like this, RB, RC, RE. Now when we draw the AC equivalent of this circuit, when we talk about AC supply, we have to short circuit the DC supply. So what we say is short circuit or ground DC voltage source. Overall, what we mean to say is make the DC voltage 0. If we make the DC voltage 0, what circuit will remain? The resistance between base and VCC. Now VCC is grounded, so this resistance will be connected between base and ground. What I mean to say is we are now making VCC as ground, so this resistance will be between base and ground. Similarly, RC is the resistance between collector and ground. It will also be connected between collector and ground. It is between collector and VCC. Now it will be connected between collector and ground. And here we will show a input AC voltage. This is RE. Now what happens is when we apply KVL in the input loop, if I find out VBE is VI minus, if we are talking about AC, let me denote it by lowercase letter, minus IE RE. So it is less than VI. So if the input voltage reduces, we call it as negative feedback. I'll tell you more about it later on when we talk about feedback amplifier. But just now understand that if the supply VBE is less than the input voltage, then we will call it as negative feedback. If it was getting added up, we will call it as positive feedback. And we know in negative feedback from control theory, the gain reduces. So what is the advantage of ammeter resistance? That the circuit becomes more stable. And what is the disadvantage? The disadvantage is that the gain of the amplifier will reduce if we use a ammeter resistance. Now when we draw the AC circuit, we also do one more thing. We short circuit capacitor in AC and open circuit inductor. Now suppose there was a capacitor with this. So when we'll talk about DC, for DC what happens? Capacitor is open, inductor is short. So for DC this capacitor will be open, this CE will be open, so it will not affect. But for AC this CE will short circuit RE. If this CE short circuits RE, then VBE will become equal to VI, which means no feedback. If there is no feedback, then gain does not reduce. So this bypass capacitor can solve all our problems. Why? Because in DC it will be open, so RE will be present, and we are checking for stability in DC analysis only. Okay, remember the stability analysis is being performed in the biasing or the DC analysis. So this resistance will be present in the DC analysis, that means stability will improve. But when we go for amplifier, when we go for AC analysis, capacitor will short circuit the resistance and hence gain will not be affected by the presence of RE. So we are getting both the advantages. We are improving the stability as well as gain is remaining same. The next type of biasing is called as voltage divider biasing. Now why it is called as voltage divider biasing is because the base voltage is being divided between R1 and R2. This VCC is getting divided between R1 and R2 and then applied across the base. In order to solve this circuit, what we do actually is we first find out the Thevenin equivalent at the base terminal across here. We want to find out VTH and we want to find out RTH. This is R1, this is R2. So whenever you want to find out an open circuit voltage or the Thevenin voltage, you have to open circuit the terminal. If we have open circuited the terminal, the current here is 0 ampere, which means these two resistances are in series. In series combination, I can apply voltage division. So what I can say is the Thevenin voltage is VCC R2 by R1 plus R2. I have applied voltage division. What about RTH? For RTH, you have to short circuit the supply or you have to ground VCC. Now if you ground VCC, how will this circuit look like? Okay, if both are grounded, they will be connected together, which means R1 and R2 are in parallel. If they are in parallel, you can say RTH is R1 parallel R2. Now once we have derived the Thevenin equivalent, I'll redraw this circuit. At the base terminal, I will connect a supply VTH in series with a resistance RTH. Okay. Then at emitter terminal, we will connect RE, RC, and here VCC. Okay. So the thing is, I have replaced this base circuit by its Thevenin equivalent VTH and RTH. Now what we'll do is, we will apply KVL in the input loop. This is IB, this is IC, and this is IB plus IC. So when we apply KVL in the input loop, what I'll write? VTH minus IB RTH minus VBE minus IB plus IC into RE. And if we apply KVL in the output loop, what I'll write? VCC minus ICRC minus, this will be VC minus IB plus IC into RE. Okay. Now what if you want to solve this circuit? Then you have to make one thing. You have to make an assumption of active region. In active region, you will take IC equal to beta IB, and from the first equation you will calculate IB, then IC, and then VCE. Once you know VCE, you can compare it with 0.2. If it is greater than 0.2, you will call it as active region, and if it is less than 0.2, you will call it as saturation region. Okay, so that way you have to solve this circuit. But my aim here is not solving this circuit, but rather I want to find out the stability factor. For that, I am rewriting the first equation that I wrote here, this one. I am writing VTH minus IB into RTH minus VBE minus IB plus IC into RE equal to 0. Now differentiate the equation with respect to IC. The derivative of first term would be 0. Second term, del IB by del IC into RTH. Second term, third term derivative 0. Fourth term, del IB by del IC RE, and the last term derivative is also RE. It means I can say that del IB by del IC equal to minus RE over RTH plus RE. So the stability factor would be 1 plus beta by 1 minus beta del IB by del IC. So 1 plus beta by 1 minus beta minus RE by RTH plus RE. So 1 plus beta, if I take LCM, RTH plus RE over 1 plus beta RE plus RTH. Based on this, like in previous case, if I say 1 plus beta RE is much greater than RTH, in that case you can ignore RTH here, and 1 plus beta gets cancelled in numerator and denominator. It will become RTH plus RE by RE. Okay, so that stability factor is again less than 1 plus beta. So we can say, using voltage divider biasing, we can improve the stability of the circuit, or we can improve the stability of the Q point. Okay, so the additional step in the voltage divider biasing is what? In voltage divider biasing, we have to use first of all Thevenin equivalent across the base emitter terminal, and then we can solve the circuit normally as in the previous case. Now we have to eliminate the drift problem. Now what is the drift problem? Drift means change of Q point due to variation in VBE with temperature. Okay, we know that VBE decreases by 2.5 millivolt per degree centigrade. So if you want to remove the variation of VBE with respect to temperature, or you want your Q point to not get affected by temperature, we have to eliminate the drift. So drift is nothing but when the Q point changes due to change in your VBE with temperature. Now here, if you want to find out base current, what you have to do? This is a PNP transistor. It is not our main transistor. The main transistor is this one, NPN. Okay. So if you want to apply KVL, start from here and we'll go something like this. I'll show you. Hope you are able to see. Okay, we'll go like this. So what we'll do is VB plus, if it is PNP transistor, what is the voltage? VEB. Okay, minus for NPN VBE minus IERE equal to 0. So what I'll say now is VB plus VEB minus VBE upon RE is equal to IE. Now we know for silicon transistor VEB is equal to VBE equal to 0.7 volt, which means IE is approximately, the difference would be 0, VB by RE. It is now independent of VB. So even if VBE changes with temperature, your current will not change. Why it will not change? Because now we have cancelled this voltage drop by means of a PNP transistor. Okay. So if you want to cancel the voltage drop, you just have to use a PNP transistor which gives the opposite voltage drop as the NPN transistor. That is one method. What is the other method? See, using op-amp. So op-amp we'll study later on, but right now I'll use one concept of op-amp which is called as virtual ground. For now, just remember, in negative feedback configuration, what you can say is voltage of both terminals of op-amp is equal. So if this voltage is V, the voltage of this terminal is also V. So the voltage here is V. Now this is the current I. I can say is V by R. Also remember one more thing. Input current to op-amp is 0. That means there is no input current here. So the current, ammeter current is also I. So ammeter current also becomes I, which is V by R, and it is independent of VB. Okay, this 0.7 drop does not appear when we are talking about ammeter current, and that is the major objective of this section, that we want to eliminate the drift problem, or we want to eliminate the dependence of current on the voltage VB. Okay, so there are two methods, either by the use of a PNP transistor or by the use of an op-amp. So just remember what is the drift problem, no need to remember anything more than that. So if we summarize, what we have learnt is, we first saw fixed bias configuration. In this I told you sensitivity is 1 plus beta. I have also told you how to determine the region of operation, active and saturation. And then we introduced the ammeter resistance. If we introduce ammeter resistance, this sensitivity becomes 1 plus beta by 1 plus beta Re over Rb plus Re, which is less than 1 plus beta. Now I told you we have to introduce ammeter capacitor. It short circuits Re during AC analysis. Otherwise, you have reduced the sensitivity, but gain also reduces. So during AC analysis, if Re is shorted, then gain remains same. Then we talked about voltage divider bias. In this we saw we have to first take the Thevenin equivalent, and then we derived sensitivity as 1 plus beta by 1 plus beta Re over Rth plus Re. Okay, again it was less than 1 plus beta. Then I told you to eliminate the drift problem. There were two methods by use of PNP transistor or a op-amp. Drift problem is when VB changes with temperature, the collector current also changes. Okay, this stability factor was nothing but it was dependence of IC on ICBO. So we have reduced this dependence as well as we have eliminated the dependence on VB. So we have removed 2 factors out of 3 in the lecture that we have covered so far. In the next lecture, I'll tell you more about the third biasing technique and some other generally used biasing techniques in BJT. That we'll cover in the next video. Thank you.
I hope all of you have enjoyed the lecture that we were providing and all of you learned something very good. Now is the time to learn about the Unacademy subscription. So as I told the benefits of the Plus subscription at the very beginning, let's go through them very quickly. Live classes you get by the top educators, crash course, rank improvement batch, doubt clearing, weekly quiz, test series, previous year question, practice question, everything in one subscription called as Unacademy Plus. And Iconic is one level higher. It provides you a personal coach who will mentor you on a daily basis, who will guide you on a daily basis, along with providing you study planner, test analysis, study material, and soon enough, interview guidance. So if you are looking to join Unacademy, let's see what are the pricing. So my dear friends, before we see the pricing, just see the link. This link will help you crack GATE and ESE with the top rank because we have created the first ever video book for GATE and ESE for my YouTube family, and you will get the notes as well as the lectures here. Just make sure that you write this link in the uppercase and you will get to the first ever video book for GATE and ESE, and it is nothing but revolutionary. Now let's see the pricing of Plus subscription. So for 12 months the pricing is 3250, but if you apply the code Ankit ESE it becomes 27225. For 18 months it will be 34650 and for 24 months 39600. Believe me my dear friend, this is the most affordable pricing, and the longer duration subscriptions are more cost effective as compared to shorter duration. Like here it will cost you 1650 per month. Okay, this will be 2000 per month approx. This will be around 2250 per month. Then if you go for Iconic for 12 months, it is 5250 with code Ankit ESE it becomes 45225, and 2-year subscription becomes 66600. So the choice is yours, but take a longer duration subscription for more cost effective solution and to give GATE and ESE at least 2 times, so that if you once crack GATE in the next attempt you can even get ESE. And other than that my friends, you can download the Unacademy learning app right now because there we provide live classes for free, test series and live quizzes for free. And once you download it, make sure that you follow this profile. This is my profile, so that whenever I come live you will get the notification. And this is the Telegram channel for our team. Here you will find all the lecture links, all the lecture files and all the links for the special classes. Other than that my friend, my personal Telegram channel also you can join, t.me/GateAIR1. Here you can get in touch with me and we can take this journey together. Okay. Other than that, we have other YouTube channels like Mechanical, Civil and Telugu. JEE channel, computer science, gate question and electrical junction, Pathshala and GS terminal. Electrical junction contains short videos of great concepts. Pathshala provides you animated content. JEE preparation can be done through these two channels, Unacademy SSC JEE and GS terminal. And you can refer the other channels to the other friends in respective branches so that they can also be benefited. At last, I would like to say, please share, like and subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel, and not only subscribe, press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever a new video comes. And share these videos among all your college group, among all your friends, so that we can create the first ever revolution of free education in field of GATE and ESE. Thank you to everybody for dedicating time to watching this video. Please move on to the next one as well and take the benefit of all the free content that we are providing. And in case you have completed the series, do make sure you watch the other subjects available on this channel. Thank you.